What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Guest Listed Podcast. Today we got the one, the only successful Twan in this fucking house right now. Thank you so much, my guy.
Thanks for having me.
For being on here.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
It has been long overdue. I know honestly, man, it's, this is a good time to even bring all this up, like the history, because we met you kind of indirectly, just being in the path of this whole, like, nightlife. We fucked with you. You fucking with us. Let's go.
Off the rip.
That's so eloquent. Huh?
Off the rip. From the jump, from the get-go.
Here, we're going to kick it off with this. Let's do a quick one. Come on, man. Just do a quick one.
Get it, huh?
Here we go.
Loosen up.
Shout out Unguest Listed.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
What is this, Guest Listed Podcast?
Yeah.
The Guest Listed Podcast. Shout out the Guest Listed Podcast.
Should put a little bit of fucking pre-workout in that. Yeah, some electrolytes.
A little C4 scoop?
Hey, man.
And dry scoop that bitch.
Oh, that's the next fucking level shit. Some
psycho
alcohol-infused fucking pre-workout. Oh, bro. Motherfuckers just be at the gym mad than a motherfucker. Just
Punching the weights.
oh, Jesus Christ. What?
You know what's funny, man? Speaking of all that, dude, we did, we obviously, we wanted to do a deep dive. Dude, you used to work out. You used to be a football player, bro. You still working out?
D1, man.
I know. Talk about that, bro.
Yeah.
Give us some insight.
Dude, it actually is crazy because, like, a lot of the energy that I have, like, putting towards my career right now, it all comes from that. You know what I mean? That work ethic. I needed to put it towards something else. You know what I mean? Because I was really trying to, like, dominate my team and go to the NFL and, like, have all these dreams and aspirations. So it's like for a second there, like, before I found music and really started getting into this, like, I was a little lost, you know what I mean? But, like, I feel like, now that I found this, I've just exerted all of that into this, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a good thing, yeah.
And so you're from like the Chicagoland area, right? Because you went to Hinsdale. Nice, dude.
Sir.
Fucking nice, dude.
Where'd you go?
I went to I was in Bentonville, Fenton High School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, I know Hinsdale pretty. I was telling him earlier. My mom is actually a pianist. That's music, and she used to teach.
Where you get it from?
Yeah. Pretty much, but dude, she literally lived in Hinsdale growing up. Like she was teaching everywhere. I mean, like not like actually.
But she was there, yeah.
She was there all the time. Small, yeah. So I know Hinsdale pretty well, man. It's beautiful over there. If you guys don't know what Hinsdale is, Google that shit, or we'll drop a link. We'll drop a pin.
Listen, you know what I mean? Hey.
Shout out Hinsdale.
Yeah, Twan. There's a Twan statue coming soon. Very soon.
Hinsdale come on the podcast.
With his releases and a QR code to his Spotify and everything.
Everything, man.
Yeah, we're gonna put you on with the marketing, bro. We're gonna fucking just get all that. But yeah, man. So talk to us a little bit about that, then. I mean, you were doing football, yeah. You're D1. Clearly you have a passion and your energy is off the charts. Obviously, talk about how that transition went from literally football, working out, into music. Like, how did you find this? Like, where did the house music start stepping into your life? Like, what happened?
I've produced. I produced when I was in high school. I've been producing for like 6 years, 8 years. You know what I mean? Like a long time. But house music, like, once I stopped playing football, I started going to a lot more shows and really just tapping in with that side of myself. And man, I went out on my buddy. He's from Denver. And he actually throws like a festival, like a small festival, you know what I mean? Like 300 to 500 people, but everybody camps out and it's in the mountains of Denver. And like he puts on like a full blown like festival. And so I was there for the weekend with my brother and a lot of people. It's bananas, obviously. But I was like, it really like made me like, being out in the wilderness plus the music. It was just like, man, this is something. It gave me like a feeling. It's like, I got to do this. And then, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a nightlife background. Like I was working at Bounce for a while and, just managing there. And so like now, that has just helped me make a lot of connections with people. Right. So it's like people in the industry. So, once everybody figured out I was DJing, they were just like, oh, you want to play this club? You want to play this club? And all these opportunities start unfolding. And then, it just took off, Yeah.
That's true. And it's funny that because dude, you've opened up for like Ray Shrimmer. You had fucking T-Pain.
Yeah.
And you just did a thing for Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone show.
Holy shit, man.
It was cool, man. It was his after party, so it wasn't his concert. But it was cool. It was cool. They and shout out to my guy David at Underground, man. You know, he gave me those like first couple opportunities. You know, so. But yeah, you know, just leveling up and just kind of working with the right people, man. You know, it's just about working with the right people and just, you know, making the right connections and being around the right people. You know, that's kind of what it boils down to. You know, the rest is kind of up to me to take advantage of opportunities. You know.
Yeah. Do you have like a list of like rappers that you would like love to open for? It ain't
Yeah.
even gotta be rappers, honestly. Just artists where you're like,
Yeah, and
that's
so
on my fucking bucket list.
100%. But I'm not gonna lie. You know, like. I have a lot of respect for the people that I've already worked with, and like, you know, I'd love to continue those relationships, you know. So it's like for me personally, in terms of rappers, I don't like. I mean, unless it's like Lil Baby or like Lil Uzi, you know what I mean? The people that I've worked with are like, you know, it's already cool. So for me personally, I'm just trying to put in all my effort towards the house game now, man. Like, I mean, I've done stuff with like, you know, rap artists and hip hop guys, but like now it's time for me to really like, you know, I'm trying to get on with the house scene pretty much. So, you know, I'm trying to set up a lot of shows, and I have some stuff I have not even announced yet, but like in the next coming months, like I want to like, you know, start opening up for a lot of these big house DJs and stuff. Because I mean, that's what I produce. You know, I'm not gonna try to be something I'm not, right? So it's like I'll make all types of music, all types of beats, but like house music and techno and house is like where my heart is. So it's like that's what I'm gonna be making. So you know what I'm saying?
Man, what about you, man? What rappers you want to open for? I already know my answer.
I'll be honest, like.
I want rappers though. I want your rappers from you.
We're all gonna say Future. We're all gonna say Future. Come on, Future. That'd be.
I'm going Tay Money.
Oh God. Oh God.
That'd be so much fucking fun.
You know, it would be lit.
You know who I'd fuck with though? Sammy Adams. Does anybody listen to Sammy Adams?
Huh?
Sammy Adams.
Oh, Sammy, yeah, OG.
All right. I just want to throw that out. Shout out to Sammy Adams. Yeah, yo, if you're hearing this. But otherwise, for me,
Biden, come on and Trump, come on the podcast.
you want to tag?
Trump?
Yeah, we'll just tag. Yeah. We're gonna get
Like, I don't know about that.
YouTube will take that shit down.
How we get the monetized immediately, bro. It'd be us sitting next to Andrew Tate fucked up.
But no, I'm in the same boat. Like the house is, you know, that's essentially the niche, right? Like that's the move.
Figure out like that was like the genre that you like wanted to.
I mean, I kind of knew it from the jump because it's like that's the music that I fuck with, right? And then like, you know, as an artist, as you start producing, making more music, you realize like, all right, this is what I like, and you figure out more about what you like, right? And it kind of develops. But like when opportunities come my way, man, I can't. I'm gonna take advantage of them. You know what I mean? And like I know, you know what I mean. I have confidence in myself just as an artist and a DJ, so it's like I know I'm prepared for whatever is thrown my way. So it's like, you know, you just got to take.
Sounds like you got like a real good compass too. Like you kind of know, like, oh, that's the thing.
Exactly.
Like even if you might be guessing about some shit, if there's 3 options, you can kind of close your eyes and be like,
that's the one, 100%. Yeah, but you know, like as I said, just because I'm a house music producer, house tech producer, does that mean I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna do this show, or I'm not gonna open up for this rapper? It's
Wouldn't
like,
want to take, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you see it that way because a lot of people, you know, especially when they're getting started into this, they never want to like shoot themselves short, dude. Like if I had the opportunity to open for T-Pain or Ray Shrimmer, you bet your damn ass I would take that shit.
I'd be
You know what I mean?
like with a fucking dude singing and shit with the fans. Be all hey.
Well, all right. So you know, yeah. So you said you're producing, and obviously I heard a bunch of your shit, man. Like we just like, you know, behind the scenes here. We're not gonna spoil it yet. We'll wait for the actual release, but you know, Twan's got some fire coming out, and so I want to talk about a little bit, you know, about the production and all that, because as many of us probably don't know, or at least like that I had to like find out through you originally, was that you are technically a duo now too.
Yeah.
So don't tell
From a
Jess.
production side, me and
okay.
I have a counterpart, another half, man. You know, my boy Cheji. Shout out to my guy Cheji. He's the GOAT for real. But you know, we're just cooking up music. You know what I mean? Cooking, storing music, and you know, when the time's right, we're gonna have a lot of fire releases that are coming up. But yeah, you know what I mean? Cheji has been somebody I've been working with for a while, and you know, who I plan on just doing a lot of cool shit with. You know, like it's my guy.
How many shows have you guys had as Don't Tell Jess? Because I think, in fact, we were at the Loft.
You were
like, dude, when we were there, and I was gonna say though, but I don't think you guys were playing the day though.
Oh, okay.
Because like it might have been coming up. Remember, I just looked around. I'm like, holy shit! Don't Tell Jess is everywhere.
Yeah, all over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we threw our first show at the Loft. Yeah.
Okay,
And
alright,
so
that
that
makes
was like kind of our first official show. You know, Cheji, he's popped out to the club, and like we've like, you know, done a B2B, but that was our first like official Don't Tell Jess show. But even then, you know, it was a great turnout, sick night. But we still, it just helped us realize, like, you know, we do have a lot of work to do, man. Like, you know what I mean? Looking from the outside in, like, you know, we have a lot of growth and a lot of music to make and a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a journey. So, you know.
How'd you guys come up with that name?
It was Jess.
Oh,
Why
God.
Why are we not telling her?
Oh, God. No, it actually has nothing to do with me. No, I know. Honestly, like, we'll talk about it, but I'm not about to, you know what I mean? Because it's something that, you know, it's like, it's people are like, who's Jess? And I'm like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I don't want people to know, but
So it is an actual person, though.
there is a Jess. But that being said, like, you know, I don't want people to know. Because it raises the question. It raises the question, like, who the fuck is Jess? You know?
Yeah.
It's subliminal. So it's like, all right.
I love that. It's kind of like, who sang that song, Jesse's Girl? Isn't that song, isn't that supposed to be subliminal, too? Like, nobody knows who Jesse actually is?
I feel like that's how it is with a lot of artists, man. If you're name dropping somebody, they're like,
Unless you're like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is just like Derek.
yeah, but like, but everybody's like, yeah, like who the fuck is? People like internalize and look into that shit. So
People like mystery, man. Yeah, that's
they
cool.
do, yeah. So that's kind of the aspect. That's part of the reason why I like the name. Because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like almost like immediately you're like, what does that mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have like Jess beauty pageants every year or something. Crown Miss Jess.
You guys are going to be scouring the internet.
22 Jess. This is who Jess is.
Just the unveiling.
All like the amount of Jessicas on our, or Jesses on our audience are going to be like, is it me?
Yeah, right.
See this on like their, when you guys share it.
You never know.
They'll be like, oh my God. Oh, that's funny, dude. That's gold, man. So then, you know, and this kind of even circles right kind of into my next couple questions here, because we've been talking now. Obviously, like I said, you know, earlier on, you know, I love what you're doing, man. We obviously wanted to have you on here. You've been on our list for like ever since we met you, you know. One thing that I noticed too, man, are you part of a liquor company too? Like I see you guys are promoting this like booze, and I think it's what is it, the 818?
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit, man.
So there's a few different liquor brands that I'll work with and do business with, but yeah, I mean they're one of them. Others more so that I'm working with right now more directly, but yeah, man, you know, it's just like they'll sponsor some events and like we'll collab and do cool stuff, and you know what I mean. It's just these relationships, you know, like in terms of the music industry and like the liquor industry, they overlap a lot, and so like a lot of these people are kind of the same players, and you know, just the people that I know personally, you know what I mean. Like if there's opportunities that are coming my way, I'm gonna take advantage of them, and you know, as I said, like people that are willing to sponsor me and my brand and what I'm doing, like I'll support them.
Thanks.
Just the same, you know what I mean? So
I mean, it's kind of how we operate too, you
Chase the bag, baby.
Yo, you're also wearing a Pods hat too. You know the Pods boys.
Yeah, these are my guys. Yeah, honestly, I actually didn't notice this until I was on the way here, and I was like, "Fuck it." But like, I didn't even care. Like, those are my guys. You know what I mean? Anybody else, I'd have been like, "Yo, like Dave, let's switch hat. You got a hat?" But like, I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. They're really good people, Dom and fucking Mike. So
Real good producers too, man.
yeah, great, dude. They have some fucking good originals,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
They go hard.
They do. Man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had the opportunity to talk to them about like their whole process and yeah, I mean,
Hey, shout out to my guys. They're opening for Chami this week.
actually tomorrow. Yeah. I think it's,
They told me.
shout out.
They told me that, and I was like, oh god, I can't help but be jealous, bro. Like the father. Oh god,
Dude,
that's gonna be a fun time.
That is. That show's probably. I think it's already sold out actually too.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
And Apollo's on the card too, who's another my boy, fucking legend.
He's been killing the game. You know, he's been doing this. I don't know if do you fuck with like the remixes and like, you know, like because he was doing a remix a day.
No, that shit was nuts. Yeah, dude. And honestly, I mean, listen, like obviously that's nuts, but like the fact, I mean, dude, he like a lot of these remixes he makes pop the fuck off. Like one of them, like he has a Gorgon City mix that's got like 1.5 million on YouTube. I was like, dude, like that's crazy. But like, you know what I mean? He's really talented, man, and that's like his craft, and he's super dedicated. So that's definitely a guy in Chicago that even right when I started DJing, I was like, that guy is fucking sick. You know what I mean? I actually seen him at Tao like a year ago, and he was closing for Cascade. And Cascade, like whatever played, and like he came on after, and I swear to God, he was way better. I was just like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those set. I mean, Cascade, legend, but dude, like it is what it is. Maybe he had an offset, maybe Apollo had his best set, but I'm just like, I'm from, you know what I mean, from the audience, I was like, I even told him, I was like, you blew his ass out of the water, which is, I'm sure, hard to fucking do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
We saw Apollo at Tao, and I mean, that's
he's a
the time we
resident.
went to Tao.
And you think about people that's like,
Apollo's.
are like, just understand the city and like from here. Like you can't. There's just some shit that you're just not gonna be able to speak to the people about unless you're from these specific fucking places.
Right.
Like if I took my ass over to Memphis right now and tried to rap like those motherfuckers, I'd be fucked.
Facts.
Yeah.
That shit don't happen overnight.
Yeah, nope, and it never will, because I'll show you some Memphis tracks after this. It's like, there's the instrumental, and then it sounds like they're fucking running away from their fucking beat. It's the funniest shit.
I mean,
I'll give you some context after this. Just drop some Memphis fucking rap just right in the middle of the fucking episode.
so are you? That's kind of the question though. Like, so are you fucking like doing those remixes too? Like I just like I said, I heard the originals, but like that's an interesting thing because I know I started on a bunch of those too.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we're focused on originals more so.
Which is
I
the
mean,
right way to do it.
we have a bunch of originals, and like we only have one. Like I have one remix, and it's the Chromatic. You know, Anti Up.
Yeah. Yep.
They did like Chromatic, which is like a 6 song, but we like did a flip on it, and it's nice, it's cool, but like I don't know. I personally would rather just focus on originals and stuff like that. But listen, the edits and the remixes, that's where you let yourself be really creative, and it opens a lot of doors. You know what I mean? Like obviously, dude, and like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. People I feel like get so caught up in like, oh, I want to make originals. I don't want to remix a song because it's not mine. But it's like at the end of the day, if you can make a cool remix, like fucking
Why
do
the
it.
fuck
Like,
not?
Exactly. And what I'm thinking in my head too is like when I want to do a remix, it's when I hear a song that I really fuck with and it doesn't like complete the job. Like say like for example, like say it's like you love the build to a song and like you love everything about the song, the sample, and then the drop is just trash and you're like,
I could do this way better.
But like in your head, that's when you're like, yo, there's an opportunity for me to just like take what I need from this song, remix it, and do it my way. And you know, if it's better, it's better. Sure.
There's also kind of adjacent to that to where you can almost like, let's say there's just a track that just isn't in the genre at all that you like, but you're like, okay, let me go see. Especially if you're looking for fucking music and you can't find, like you were saying, a remix that really is gonna fucking. I wouldn't put this in my fucking set. Yeah. Like then that's an opportunity to weaponize that and flip that shit. So
absolutely.
You know what though? I will say this. So this is my 2 cents.
You about to get controversial?
A little bit. Man.
Okay.
This show wouldn't be controversial if we didn't. All right. I'm sorry. There's a tech house remix for every goddamn song in the fucking book now, dude. There literally is. And I'm not saying they're bad, but holy shit, man. Holy shit, dude. Like, let's just slow the roll for a second, you know? And, like, you know, make some bangers, but, dude, I don't know if every song in the book. No, it's just funny, man, because, I listen to a lot of them, and I'm sure, dude, we're all playing, you know, we're all searching through the same record pools. A lot of them are fire. There's so many ones where I'm like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. And then there's somewhere out here, and I'm like, I don't know if this needed that. You know what I mean? Exactly. I'm like, yeah. Like I've heard a couple, like old throwback fucking Pearl Jam and like rock and roll. And I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to do this too. I've tried to do it.
I think there is definitely a line between remixing a song and having somebody be in the crowd go, "Why didn't you just play that song? What the fuck? I don't want to hear even flow." A tech house even flow, bro.
But the thing is, like,
the crowd, I gotta get them jumping.
I'll say this: if it's executed correctly, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my opinion, though.
It has to be executed.
Because, like, sometimes, like, I swear, dude, like, I just, and shout out to the, you know, all you producers doing this. Hey, keep grinding, but like, make sure that it's, you know, just take some time. You know what I mean? Like,
where it's just the song.
It's like I feel like we put in just a loop from like, you know, anywhere in there. And we just running with it, you know?
Or if somebody like just fucks with a song so much and they're just trying to remix it because they fuck with it and it's just not. It's like, all right, like.
Yeah, but otherwise,
like, I want to remix this song, but like you don't really know where you're going with it. It's like, all right, you know what I mean?
Take
like,
some more time, right? That's my personal opinion. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just saying like the amount of stuff that's on SoundCloud, because I'm sure you're crate digging. We're all crate digging.
Everybody
right?
is,
yeah, we're fucking in there, dude. We're in there like swimwear, bro. We're fucking, you know what I'm saying? We're fucking deep diving in that bitch.
My God.
And we're looking, and I'm like, fuck, this would be like, I hear some of them, and I'm like, man, this was a thought. This is a song that I would maybe want to see remixed. But this execution, bro. And then, you know, then I get a little, I don't know.
You gotta execute.
Yeah, you gotta execute. And sometimes I'm like, fuck, like, I don't know if I can even execute, but I want you to.
Yeah.
Well, you do it, man.
I can't, but you definitely can't do it.
That's just my 2 cents. Like, I think there's just a little too many of these tech house remixes that are like, because they come out quick, man. They come out fucking quick, bro. And that's the industry we live in, you know? But anyway, so what's next, man? What's next for Twan? What's next for Don't Tell Jess? Give us the scope of stuff here, because I know we're going to get into, I want to, before we even start getting into Quinn's crazy questions here.
I just found one creepy thing.
All right, go ahead.
Creepy thing as in, like, I like to have, like, at least once in every episode to have a, like, you watch, like, Nardwuar and shit like that. Like, where the fuck did you find that moment? Yeah. I think I got one. So what? Well,
you want to start with that? Go ahead.
All
right, you might need to do this.
All right, let's see. Let me fucking.
You ever see Hot Ones too? Like
bring out the hot sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
where he does the show.
Oh yeah.
Similar to that, where we do a deep dive.
Good.
You know what I mean?
I think
We get to fucking know you guys and fuck with everyone a little bit. You know, it's gonna be fun for the trip, bro. We will be going coming up shows, and we'll talk about this later. So
this is what I found. So I have to ask you. I don't know the context of this, but did you ever take Miss Oki to homecoming?
Oh man! Yo, that's crazy. Man, you were digging. You was in that Twitter game, huh? You was deep in Twitter for that shit.
He told me, he's like, cause I've been moving my schedule all week, and Dave's like, yo, I'm gonna be here in like an hour, and I'm like, time to go to work.
You just went in?
Yeah.
Hell
I usually know where to go to fucking find shit. So.
Man, that's funny. So, unfortunately, I actually did not. But yeah, I had a girlfriend, which is like the worst way to ruin it. Because what a legendary story if I was like, yeah, I did. But no, man. Yeah, and what's funny is that was actually like that was one of my homies at the time, and like, you know, I got him. You seen the picture, y'all. I mean, maybe you guys could pull it up, like pull it up, push it on the screen. Yeah. But I'm telling you, my boy shook my hand, and I was about to take his mom to homecoming. But it was a handshake. You know what I mean? It's like a man. It's like, you know what I mean?
It's an agreement.
But great fucking question. I wish I did. Is the answer because. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Garrett.
Yeah, you guys heard it here first. Yeah.
Hey, Garrett, I'm sorry.
He was Young Gravy before Young Gravy was Young Gravy.
Man.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Deep dives, bro. Deep dives.
That is funny, dude.
Well then, so thank you, Quinn.
You ever had like a teacher in school you wanted to like take?
Teacher, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, you know what, man? God, high school for me is kind of a blur. I think so. It really, dude. Honestly, I remember college a lot more. Like how much more fun I had in college. High school was like, dude, I looked like I was on Jersey Shore. You guys probably won't even recognize me, dude. I had hair like fucking
The gel bag
and everything, dude. I walked around with a dig. Like, dude, I was a totally different person, bro. Like, well, not really, but.
You're a maniac, man. What are you doing, bro?
Nah, dude. This is not about the guests today. It's about. We're not going down that road.
Into the Jersey Shore phase.
Nah, dude. Anybody who goes, if you want to look that up, you guys can go on my Facebook and go back fucking 10, 15 years. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Put a picture of you up.
Nah, dude.
And then put a picture of me up. I've been talking shit for like. There's not much of a difference. The only difference, I guess, is it's not. No, you just wear like. I would fuck. No, I would confuse people because I did. I always cut my fucking hair when I was a teen, but I would confuse people because I would like go to Hot Topic, get a shirt and pants, go to Spencer's and get like a belt chain, and then I'll go to Hollister and get a jacket. And motherfuckers are looking at me like, I thought you were like the metal kid, but then you're like listening to Spanish music too, but. You still black? What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. Fucking experimenting.
All types of shit.
Hey, man. You gotta, when you're a teenage boy, it's a lot of girls. You're like, I want to be everything to all of you.
Yeah.
You playing film, man.
You want it all.
I'm not talking about. I would talk about the teacher thing, but like at our school, like everybody's like really into social media, so the teacher will find out. Oh, I'm not
really.
I'm not saying it.
So you just throwing Twan under the bus here with the.
Oh, you know what I talk about? You know what? I gotta think. Oh, there's a.
Are we gonna have to tag?
There's a no. Now, my friend's gonna ask me about this. There is this fucking French teacher. I never took French. I took Spanish all the time. Her name was Miss Delaney or Madame Delaney.
She had an accent?
I don't know. I never had class with her. She had an ass. That she didn't. That I did see.
She had an ass.
That I did see. It didn't matter what language you were speaking at that point. It was my language. Shit.
Yep. That's all you need to know. All right. Fair enough.
I already know who's gonna ask me about this and be like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, tap it. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. Well.
Suck it up prom, bro.
Yeah. It's all right, dude. Deep dive in Twitter. Now you guys know.
After the time machine, I'll hit up Elon Musk.
Yeah. Seriously, man.
Swimwear.
In there like swimwear. That should be the catchphrase for this episode, man. But what are you doing next, man? What's the moves like? What's going on with your next? Like, can you give us any insight? Like, I want to lay out the floor a little bit. Let you talk about some promotion stuff that you want to like throw out to our audience. We want to tag some stuff. Obviously, we're gonna tag all your socials and everything. So.
Honestly, all I gotta say is, don't tell Jess, man. I'm gonna be dropping music. You know what I mean? So that's my main thing is like just listen to the music, and I hope everybody likes it. But other than that, I have shows that I have not announced yet. So it's fucking annoying because I want to talk about them, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't dropped it. But cool stuff, man. You know what I mean? I've been playing like pretty much everywhere in the city, and like the spots that I have coming up, I have not yet. And like at this point in my career, it's not really anywhere big or relevant that I haven't played at. So I'm like, all right, like this is like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the last couple spots to play, and I'm already hinting at it a lot, but you know what I mean? Like,
That's, I mean, I think I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's huge. So, congrats, and we are gonna go on the road, though.
oh, we are. Hey, hold on.
We
hold
are.
on. Let's
We
talk
are.
about that.
We can talk. Well, before we don't want to give anything away, but
Not the music part. We're going sightseeing.
we're gonna be taking a road trip because we gotta do a couple different contracts. You know, get the trade off, but that is gonna happen, and I got dates that we're gonna pick. But yeah, we are gonna be going on a road trip, a nice little blackout and Twan back to back in a city that that you guys will want to see. Undisclosed. Yeah.
We're going to Aruba.
Yeah. Right. So that's gonna be.
Where's Aruba?
That's
This is my personal thing. Right now. Yeah,
Nah, but I'm excited for that because honestly, you know what I mean. Me and you, we got to do more stuff together.
we gotta make some music.
Well, we're gonna make music. That's the whole back end side thing. But we need to do like a show. We haven't done.
I don't think we've actually done an official show yet.
We have not. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. We haven't even been on the same card.
I don't think so. I remember you like showed up at Hush and we ran like a back to back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite moments, man.
Yeah, we just fucking ran it.
Like it's that moment when you're at the crib and you're like, did I bring my USBs out tonight? Did I bring my music? Like, is it worth bringing it? And then I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's Hush. Fuck yeah. And then my guys on the decks, and I'm like, oh God, we're gonna have a good time. See, that's fun, man. And honestly, I want you to know this too. Any shows that I have, you're welcome to just come and bring your USB and hop on, and we'll have a good time. You know what I mean? It's all about having a good time. And people that show that love to me, I show that love right back. Like, trust me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I know what it is to get booked at a big venue in the city, and like, taking advantage of your sets and your opportunities and everything. So when somebody lets me play with them and hop on, man, there's a lot of venues that will even like I'll show up and they'll be like, oh, you know what I mean, hop on. And those are the venues that I fuck with, because it's like, all right, like these guys, they just want to hear me play. Like, it's not like, you know what I mean? There are people that book me because I'll bring 100-some people. There are people that'll book me because whatever, this and that. I'll post it, whatever. It's bullshit. Like, for me, like, the people that, like, fuck with me for my music, those are the people that I respect, man. And those are the people that I rock with, and I'll, like, show the same love back.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, even Eric. Fucking Eric is my guy.
Eric Boss.
Eric, you've had Eric on here, right?
Yeah.
So
Raised by senseis.
Raised by senseis, literally, man. But no, he's a good guy, man, and like he's somebody who's an example of he supports me because he's seen my progress. You know what I mean, man? Like, I actually saw. It's crazy. I'm gonna bring this up right now, but I saw my. You get like Snapchat memories like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
So I got a memory, and I be getting wild ass memories. But like this one was from last year. Like last week I got it, and it was my first like actual club set. Like I did a show for my boy Buru. I opened up for him. It was a rap, hip hop kind of thing. But my first club set, Eric Boss booked me, man. It was at Mansion on Rush.
Yeah.
So I started playing there, and then it was Electric.
Then you were at Fame.
Then it was Bounce and Fame, and you know what I mean. Then Tunnel.
We were there at Fame when you were playing. We popped in.
Yeah.
I remember we were going to Mansion a couple times when we first moved down here. Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't know. We
This was you said like this week?
because he was in the rotation with Eric. That's right. I don't think we ever were on the same.
Was it last week or this week?
I don't think we were ever on the same card though.
There was
That's crazy.
We went. It had to be before Halloween.
It was before
we met
Halloween.
all the pairs and stuff before Halloween.
It was before Halloween last year. Shit. Yeah.
Full circle. Just us in the crowd. Just.
That's crazy because I think we were literally in the same rotation as you, and we never crossed paths.
I know, right? I see. You could have even been on one of the same cards, but I just.
I don't think
You don't
so.
think?
No. No, yeah. We'll do a deep dive. But no, we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be working with you more.
Yeah, 100%.
And I know, you met half the team. We got one other guy here. We got a little team, and so we're all gonna be working, and it's gonna be great. I'm stoked, man. Especially after hearing this shit that you're fucking making. You've been putting in work.
Bro.
You've been putting in work.
You like that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we're waiting. We talked about it, but the labels, man, we got to get you know what I mean? Contemplating just doing an independent drop, but also like,
I would if I were you, man. Like I said, my personal advice would see about getting one or two of those signed first, then do a personal drop. You know what I mean?
100%. Because
that's what
it's worth seeing that. You know what I mean? Once
it's worth it, man. They'll pick that shit up.
Yeah, I mean that's the hope, man. Because
it's not even hope, bro. It'll happen.
But it's annoying because you heard it and I hear your shit and it's just like it's just because I'm like, I gotta get this shit out. You know what I mean?
Yes, dude. Yeah, and I mean, and like I said, like there's the labels that even I was talking about. You don't need to sign on the biggest label right away. You can get on that mid-tier. The mid-tier, and that's how we all get started, right? But as long as it has traction, as long as it's going to get you some more views and plays, what the label's going to offer you. I mean, I'm sure you guys, look and contracts, hell, West End, I'll explain that, and just coming from me, from doing work with these labels, there's the fine print, there's playlisting, there's all that shit, and you see what they offer you, and there's a lot of good ones that are not like, top tier, but there's ones that'll get you into the next tier, if that makes sense. I always look at them as like, me and my one friend, Jacob, who, he calls them the badges. Like, I look at like Pokemon badges. You go to the gym, you get the fucking Pokemon badge.
Pokemon badge, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you get this label, you get that badge, but then you keep rising, you know what I mean? Keep getting those fucking badges. And if your music's good, you're gonna get those badges. It's just inevitable.
Yeah,
like
100%.
It's literally inevitable.
It is.
So.
That's actually a pretty fucking good example.
Pretty good. Right? Shout out to my boy.
It's pretty much your resume. It's like, they'll probably listen to your song, but even if they weren't really feeling it, it's like, oh well, this signed it, so we might as well sign it because they signed it, and if they sign it, then a fucking avalanche, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And it's funny you mentioned that too because there's actually a couple labels that I just submitted to. I'm not gonna do any name drops right now, but they actually list what labels have you, like in the form. It says what labels have you
worked with
and released on. That's like a specific question, number 3 on their chart, and like these are bigger labels. Like I said, I don't want to, I'll do it off camera. I'll tell you guys, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is no joke. Like they really are kind of looking at this network and being like, damn, you guys. Oh, it's like it's almost kind of like resume helps eliminate
the guessing game.
Helps eliminate.
You can have a good ear for a sound, but there's still gonna be like some human subjectivity to it, right?
100%.
Unless you're like the fucking boss and it's just like whatever I say goes, or whatever the fuck. But I'm pretty sure. I know it's a team that's working on it, but like somebody trying to clock out at the end of the day. So tell me what you been on. How long is this song?
Right.
We got an EP coming out.
Because they're getting thousands and thousands of submissions a day.
Yeah.
So that's the back end. On the front end, there's still that artistic integrity, right?
Yeah.
Where people still like look at the label, no matter what happened on the back end, like, oh, you're on this. What the fuck? So
Pokemon badges.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just, I feel like things can get lost in the sauce too. Like you said, there's so many submissions. It's like.
So that's the thing. Like, one of the key takeaways too is, this is the industry. It is pushing, but it's also, if you know the right people too, right?
Exactly, right? Because then that's how you.
Let's be honest. You could bypass the whole fucking A&R team if you know the right guy.
If you know the right person, 100%.
And that has happened on occasions. Like I've had that happen with, one of my releases. Shout out to Birthday Party and the bass house scene out here in Chicago. Flynn and all you guys, I love you guys. Thank you for believing in my music. But Doors, just especially if you have your stuff, that's it, man. Same thing with tech house, same thing with any of these genres. You're just piecing away at who's running that, and you can bypass all that A&R bullshit, you know, and especially if you know the DJ that runs the label.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most.
Let's be honest, like that's it. You know, you're friends with him. You're like money.
Exactly, bro.
So, but yeah, man. Well, I think, you know, as far as like closing remarks, man, I don't know if do you have any other questions?
I have one nice creepy question. That's
I like that. All right, man.
But you know, of course, you know, we're gonna do this a lot more and stuff. We're working on a lot of shit, not only just, you know, music wise and everything, but just guest listed as a brand and stuff. So we've got a lot of stuff just coming up. So keep you updated along the way and fucking blow this shit up together.
Absolutely, man. You already know.
Yeah,
hey, I rock with y'all. You know what I mean. So come on, man. So
you got any last remarks, man? Like I said, I know you had things that you couldn't announce right now. You got more music coming, but any last remarks? Because otherwise, this is it here, man.
Hey, you know, right now, I actually, you know, it's a good opportunity to shout out everybody that fucks with me and comes to my shows and that, you know, just checks on me and just fucks with my music, you know what I mean? And it's just a part of the process. Anybody that's been a part of my creative and musical process / journey, like, I just appreciate you. And, you know, it's only up from here. Like, for me, like, everybody that shows me love right now, you know, I mean, when I'm touring the world and doing all the stuff that I'm kind of meant to do, I'm gonna notice that, and it's all gonna come back. You know what I mean? Like, I show love to all my people and supporters, so I appreciate it.
Full circle, man. You guys heard it here. So shout out to the guest listed fam. Thank you, Twan. We appreciate you, bro, for fucking being on here.
Thank you.
This has been a blast. This has been a blast. And yeah, that's a wrap, baby.
Woo! Mic drop, just fucking smash.